and welcome to my game. There we go. Welcome to a new video on my channel that was once assumed to be just gone because I said it was. Well, basically, I decided I really didn't want to get rid of this channel after like 4 weeks of it being gone, so I'm back. And some of you probably wondering, what are you doing? Well, here recently I created a mod pack that I've been playing with on my own, and I enjoy it. So I figured I'd show it off and maybe do a little let's play on it. We'll find out how it goes throughout the time. It's got about, I think it has like 51 mods in it. But if you want a full list, I'll put one down in the description below. But yeah, let's get into it. So the main mod is like thermal dynamics, thermal expansion, thermal everything. We got NetherOres. Journey map is in the top right. We've got Jetpacks. And just some cool stuff. Applied Energistics is in it. So, and then VeinMiner. That's just some of the mods you'll see me use the most, but there's a lot in here. So, to start off, basically, do the normal Minecraft stuff here, get some wood. But, in this mod pack, I can't use the normal tools. If I, like for example, I want to make an axe to make the wood chop faster. If I search axe in here, you'll notice it can't be used, it cannot mine anything, it's only used for crafting. Same thing with the pickaxe, and that is the same for every vanilla tool. And then even some of the modded tools. But basically, we have to use TConstruct. So we're gonna need to get some wood, and then we need to find some gravel so we can craft some flint. Because you can actually craft flint in this mod pack. And we're gonna need some food, and it's gonna be a little bit before we can make a sword. So we're just gonna punch this little pig here to death. I'll be starting. Oh, and then magical crops is a mod that is in this mod pack. Because, you know, there's not enough ways to get unlimited resources. EnderIO, like I said, the full list will be down in the description. So I'm going to stop talking about the mods, and we'll get into the game. So, I have been playing this through on a single-player world for myself, because I like it. But it took a lot of what's the word I'm trying to say? It took a lot of inspiration, that's the word, from Tekkit. So it's got a lot of Tekkit related mods, but I am not opposed to adding new mods. So if you want to see this, but you think there's a mod that deserves to be in here, just tell me what it is, and I'll look into it. And if I think it's good, I'll add it. Alright, so let's just punch these chickens, and then it's also Modular Powersuits is something. Okay, but this time we're really done talking about the mods. I know I said I was earlier, but now we're actually done. There's one more chicken over there that I already started punching. Just want to take this guy out. And, alrighty. Got some rubber wood over here. So, we need to find gravel. And there's a mountainous area over here, which is probably where we're going to find some gravel. More pigs over there. So after I get a sword, I can come back and kill the pigs. My first goal, though, is, of course, to get a pickaxe. Which I know a little secret way that you can get. You can level your stuff up really fast, which I'm going to show you how to do in this if you want to take this route. Some people do consider this route a little cheaty, though. Just putting that out there. But it's a really good way to level up your pickaxe really fast if you use mod Iguana tweaks with your TConstruct. I use it because I like the extra challenge, but I mean, like, you can't craft normal tools, and sometimes you just can't find gravel, so we're gonna get 9 pieces of gravel here. That's more than 9. There we go. That'll give us 3 pieces of flint, which is enough to build our tools. So we're just gonna build our little house. Not really house, but we're just gonna build it right here. So we need to save at least 1 piece of that. Now we need to build some sticks. And we're just going to turn the rest of this wood into the stencils. So we need to make one of those, which is a part builder. Which I'll show you what all these are used for here in a minute. After we actually start using them. Stencil table. And then we need to give it one with a crafting table. And then we need a regular crafting table. That's not what I want to do. We need a regular crafting table and then take that and turn it into one of the TConstruct crafting tables because they're better. Alright, so that's that. So now you place down the stencil table, the part builder, that's the tool station. We'll just change the order up a little bit, but it doesn't matter the order you place it in. So the stencil table, you put the stencils in there, and we're going to need the tool rod, the binding, and the pickaxe head. So that's all we can make right now. And then in here, not in here, sorry, wrong one. In here, you put your stencil and then your tool, so flint. And then we'll make a flint binding. Or we won't. That's cool too. But we can make a wood binding. And then we have the tool rod right there, which is just a stick. So then you come in here and you go to pickaxe and boom, boom, boom. And now we have a flint pickaxe. Alrighty, so now we can actually mine. We can't mine anything higher than, I think, stone is what flint is maxed out at. Yes, stone. So now let me show you this little glitch I was telling you about that you can do. So, /VeinMiner, that's not English, block tool list, add pickaxe, add TConstruct, pickaxe. Now this is just so that I can use VeinMiner with this pickaxe. So now, we're going to come right here, then activate my mode, VeinMiner, mode, sneak, and then /VeinMiner, save config. So that way I won't have to do that. And then you just press shift, and then you break a block. Okay, that did not work. Did I spell it wrong? TConstruct. Why you no work? Oh, we probably have to add the block list /VeinMiner block list pickaxe add Minecraft stone. There we go. There we go. So it breaks that, and then you'll see it gave me levels on my pickaxe. So I went from clumsy to comfortable, and it gave me about 2.5 to 3 stacks of cobblestone. So now we just have to repair this, which means we just take our pickaxe, we come over here, and then we break the gravel. So basically what that did was it sped up the process of breaking the cobblestone. It still took my food and the same amount of durability though, so that's how I justify the fact that it's not really cheating, because it basically just saving you time. But that's one of the best ways to level up your pickaxe. So now you notice it can mine up to copper, and it's comfortable. So I'm going to mine this coal right there. And it's faster. Let's mine this coal. That's another thing VeinMiner is really good for, is mining coal. Also, I should say this mod pack is 1.7.10, and that the andesite, granite, and diorite are from Chisel. Alrighty, so let's melt this food, so that way, you know, we can actually eat. We'll put that right there. I feel like I should have gotten more than one piece of coal out of this. I don't know where all that coal went, oh, there it is. It's over there on the ground. Alright, so it gave us 9 pieces of coal. That's fine. And now we can mine copper. Although there's really no point in mining it yet, so I'm just going to do this again. And then I'll have to do it one more time. But that, yeah, because see, yeah, so it has to break a few more blocks. I probably won't waste an entire vein mine on that, because now I'm kind of low on food. So I'll actually only use one piece of flint for this too. And then we'll just break 28 blocks. So every block you break, it increases the durability. Not the durability. It brings up your experience, hence why you can level up your experience just by breaking. There we go. So now this flint pickaxe, just now it has fortune basically on it. And now I'll vein mine over here. And yeah, so that's the best way I can find, the quickest way also to level up a pickaxe. But some people will find it kind of cheaty. So if you think that's 3 out of 10 too cheaty, just call me a heckin' cheater. Alright, let's get more gravel. I need to make a shovel soon. I'll probably make a flint shovel. And I need to make a sword. But you can't make a flint sword, so we have to find either we'll have to go without a sword until we can make a full smeltery, or we'll have to find a desert and get cactus. Because you can't make a wood sword, a stone sword, or any of the swords either. They say they no work. So we have to go a little bit without a sword, but that's fine. But if we can just find it, actually no, I don't think we can get a cactus. I think we have to use metal. Alright, so there's 25 gravel. Yeah, there's 8 pieces of flint. And then we'll just do that. And there we go. So now we're going to come over here, take that last pork chop, put 1 piece of wood in. And then I'm going to make some torches to place down in there. So that way we can continue to mine. Because I need to get my pickaxe leveled up as fast as possible. So that way I can make the next pickaxe. But, I mean, I'm kind of stuck with the flint pickaxe for a while. But, after I get it done, don't place that. Why would you do that to me? I want you to place down torches. There we go. So, bam. Now it repairs itself, and I fell in sewage. That's what I get for being a cheater. And it's got reinforced on it. But now you'll notice it can still mine up to copper. And if it gets a diamond, it'll increase its mining level. And it'll give it more durability. But now it repairs itself. And apparently it repairs faster. And it has luck on it. So if we break... Okay, so I want to get this cobblestone. But I don't want to touch the sewage anymore. So we have to mine to here to get rid of it. Also, it's so much faster now. Mine here, I think. Where's the rest of the cobblestone? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's all poopy cobblestone. It's disgusting. And 1 more. There we go. I can't even pick it all up. So I guess that's enough cobblestone. We really don't need any more of that for a while. But let's go see what's over there. Nothing really. I mean, it's a pretty decent... If we could get rid of all the sewage... Like, here, let's just... We'll place blocks right here. And there we go. That'll get rid of all the sewage. And then I just want to place in a bunch of blocks here. And apparently these are still source blocks. Place in a bunch. Basically, what I'm going to do here is make a little temporary home. We'll call it... I don't know what to call it, but it's not really going to matter. Because this is only going to be here until I'm ready to actually build my house. Which, that'll come when it's time to build, like, my ME system, my smeltery. Which will probably happen in the next episode, is my guess. Because it's already really been going on for 13 minutes, and I really haven't done much yet. So, what we need to do is go outside and get the stuff that I left out there. And... yeah, let's just go do that. There, now we have a way in and out of our temporary little home. And we're going to make a shovel, and then we'll be good. And I do not need andesite. Zombie, I don't have time for you. Gotta smack the zombie with my pickaxe. There we go. Now, just for those of you who will say it will work if I look up sword. Okay, I stand corrected. And last time I tried to make a sword, it wouldn't let me. So... should have trusted the made-up people in my head. We can get rid of the singular piece of gravel. And we can get rid of 2 stacks of cobblestone. 3 stacks of cobblestone. There we go. That'll allow us to take this. We're going to make an axe and a shovel. Because we have a pickaxe, and then apparently we can make a sword. So I'm just going to take all of this. And get rid of saplings. And we're going to move it down into my poop home. This will bother me if I don't make it all. There we go. Let me place down some torches around here so that way nothing spawns inside of my poopy home. I guess you could say this is a shitty home. Put that there. And put that there. Oh, and put one of those there. Oh, look what's over here. One of those. Okay, let's just place down some of this stuff. And then we're going to place it down in the right order. So that way I can just follow the line. Alright, so it is this the stencil table, part builder, tool station. And we're going to make a chest. We can only make exactly one chest. There we go. So we're going to put that there. And I'm actually going to make compressed cobble. Compressed cobblestone. Just so that way I can stack all this. I know I have 9 stacks of cobblestone. You didn't actually have to make me go through this. The struggle. So that will give us a stack of compressed. And we'll get a little bit extra compressed. Not that I really need the compressed. It's just going to save space in my chests. Now I do have like the iron chest mod, so I can get bigger chests, and then like I said, I have applied energistics, so we won't be stuck using wooden chests for very long. I need one more piece of cobblestone, and we're just gonna let's just pick up all of this, and that gives me 23, which is not divisible by 9. But off the top of my head, I don't know how many I would need extra, so 4 extra. There we go. That way I can make all compressed cobblestone, and then if I need more, it's pretty easy to do. Alright, so let's just put all of this stuff in here that I'm not going to be using, which is like all of this. But I'm going to put that and that out and put those in the place. Okay, there we go. We'll put that there with that in there, and then we'll put these in there. Okay, so we also have to make, I said put those in there. So we've got to make a shovel. Okay, axe, shovel, and then we've got, I think we can make stone tool rods, which I think might increase the durability. So let's do that first. Yeah, stone tool rods. Oh, they cannot be used to make a tool. Okay, so I stand corrected. So it looks like we're just using sticks and flint. So, part builder, boom, 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 boom. And then, yeah, I can make a haddock, which does both. But, I mean, at this point, it would be less effective to do that, because the durability goes down faster, and I don't have a lot of this stuff. So, that's the very wrong order. There we go. And then let's just quickly make a stone sword, so that way we can fight off the baddies. Because apparently you can actually make them. And I just didn't think you could. And there we go. Sorry about that. So, this is not a bad start. Before we end this episode, though, I do want to get this up to master. So we're just gonna, yeah, we'll do it right here. Break that. Got +1 modifier, and now it's master, and now it repairs faster. So it now repairs itself, and can mine up to copper, which is not any better than it was to begin with. But you know, it's not all about being bigger and betterer. Sometimes you just have to be okay with what you got. And that was just completely me talking out of my ass. Alrighty. Let's mine these. Alrighty, so now we have a master level pickaxe, which we can use to mine copper. And in the next episode, or if you want an episode 2, then in that episode we'll go and get the stuff required to build a smeltery, or something, because there's not much we can do until we get a smeltery built, because we have to make a bronze pickaxe before we can really mine the stuff we need. But after we get an iron pickaxe, which is made with the materials right after this one, which there's one way that you can mine iron. The pickaxe is, which one is it? Paper pickaxe, slime pickaxe. Which one is it that can mine iron easily? The copper pickaxe is the one that can get to iron really quickly. Bronze is one we need. Alumite is top tier. If we could get steel ingots, then we can make a steel pickaxe. But once again, we need a smeltery. So yeah, we just have to get a smeltery. Only a small one. So I mean, it only take about 5 minutes probably to get the stuff required for a smeltery. I mean, there's sand right down there, and I'm sure there's clay in the water down there. If we're lucky, there's even gravel down here. Let's just find out. Let's see, sand and gravel, but no clay. So basically, just a quick vein mine of these would get us what we need. Because we need sand, gravel, and clay to make grout. And then with the grout, we smelt them to make seared bricks, and you combine the seared bricks to get a multi-block structure to get the smeltery. So I'm going to end the video here. If you would like to see an episode 2, just like hit that like button, and if you really like it, if you like this video, make sure to subscribe, because I plan to make many more videos coming soon. School's just about over for me, so I will be making videos on the daily starting Friday. Friday will be a guaranteed video a day, and then after that, after summer, that might change because I go back to school for my final year of high school. But for right now, I'm just going to hop up into this tree, if I can get up in the tree. Okay, you know what? I'm embarrassing myself by not being able to get into this tree. There we go, in the tree. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Alrighty, peace.